a start. I will not let you off the hook that easy, but for now it's a start. So ladies and gentlemen, let's do it. It is time for Abu Dhabi Finance Week Startup Campus Pitch Day. We have 14 hand-picked startups out of the 100 that are displayed all around the startup campus. These 14 would show you their solutions, and they have 5 minutes to do so, a maximum of 5 minutes. After 4:30, everybody will hear a sound. You still have 30 minutes to go, and then by 5 minutes, I will have to interrupt you. So make sure that you, as somebody who's pitching, will stick to the timings. In case you want to see a timer, there will be a timer displayed over there shortly. Are we ready for the first startup? You guys are not making it easy for me. So ladies and gentlemen, let's make some real noise for the first startup. Darabase, welcome!
Thank you, Flo. Hello, everybody. How are we doing? Good, okay. Oh, look, here's my deck. Good. 5 minutes has started. I'm Dominic. I'm the co-founder and CEO of Darabase. We create value through property digital rights in the real-world metaverse. What does that mean? I've got 5 minutes to tell you. Okay. So, I believe that the future of digital is increasingly immersive, right? And increasingly it's called the metaverse. Lots of us kind of talking about the metaverse, but we think that the metaverse is actually two quite distinct things. You've got the virtual metaverse, with avatars cruising around in a game engine, wearing like virtual sneakers and so on. And then you've got what I believe is way more compelling, way more valuable, which is the real world metaverse, which is real people in real locations, doing real things, but where their experience is being augmented by digital content. And so the good news is that actually there's an awful lot of people already in this real-world metaverse. In fact, depending on who you believe, there's between 1 and 2 billion people every single month already using augmented reality on their mobiles. I think Pokemon Go and the like. And actually there's also then billions of dollars being spent by all the major tech companies to try and really transform our digital lives even further with wearable devices or smart glasses. So, the rub though is that actually, if you want to place commercial content in this real-world metaverse, the same regulations, the same laws that exist today for outdoor media also apply for this new medium. And so you need permission to put commercial AR content on the physical world. You need the permission of the property owner. And actually even things like Snapchat have gone from allowing like Lion King advertisements on Buckingham Palace to now insisting that if you use their platform, you have to have the permission of the property owner. And for the property owners themselves, this is a massive opportunity. You probably know that actually property is the largest asset class in the world, $326 trillion. And we believe that as Darabase, through codifying what we think of as these property digital rights, we can add up to a 2% uplift in the asset value of these properties by allowing digital content in the future. So that's a $6.5 trillion opportunity. And we do that using the blockchain and the underlying use and utility of NFTs. So Darabase does basically 4 things. We allow property companies to register their property digital rights and write those to the blockchain. We then have an algorithm that's based on the location and a bunch of other data, estimates the value of those particular digital rights, which they can then write to their balance sheet. We're then using, again, NFTs and the blockchain. We make those tradable in a marketplace. And then finally, in terms of monetizing those rights, we have a bunch of SDKs and plugins. So if you're building a website or an application, the next Pokemon Go, you can plug Darabase in and start to monetize the field of view of your users. And that revenue, that advertising revenue, then gets shared back with the property owners, the property digital rights owners, as well as then the publisher. We create value for both Darabase and also for our partners at every step of the way, whether you're registering, whether you're trading leases in the marketplace, or whether you're actually leveraging the rights themselves. And as well as using USDC within the platform, we're also now launching our own Dara token, which has genuine utility, which will help to be kind of the grease in the wheels of the marketplace as a whole. Now, we've been going for about 4 years. We already work with many global companies, including Aldar in the region and also Neom. And we work with property companies to really understand and leverage these rights to create amazing and engaging content and AR experiences, as well as with advertisers, with brands, with outdoor media owners. And that means that we'll do kind of over £1 million, $1.5 million of revenue this year. We have raised around $3 million of equity funding from large VCs. We're actually about to close our Seed 2 round, so if anybody's interested in an equity investment, come and see me. We're on the Outlier Ventures Open Metaverse Basecamp right now, which you may have heard of. And as I said, we have multiple tractions also in this region. We have an experienced team. Myself, my co-founder David, also our CTO Jason and Oliver, our partnership director, are all here. We're in Startup 2, booth 94. If you were here last night, just behind the bar, please do come and see us. And we're actually launching the pre-sale for our token right here at Abu Dhabi Finance Week. There's a special deal to get everyone excited in terms of a discount and bonus on that token. We'll be writing SAFTs, 30 seconds to go. We'll be writing SAFTs in the coming weeks at a very attractive discount, and then looking to raise the actual token generation event sometime later this year. So we'd love to have a conversation with you. If you can take 3 things away, it's that property digital rights is a massive asset value opportunity, that they are absolutely required for the future of digital advertising, and that Darabase globally has the best traction to be able to facilitate them. 3 seconds to go. Thank you very much. Thank you, Flo.
On point. Timing was on point. Property digital rights. Learned a bit about that. Now you can come and see the team. Next one is already up here, so give him a round of applause. Mental!
Thank you, everyone, for coming here. Well, check. Imagine a place where you can connect from anywhere in the world through your avatars into virtual locations where you can do realistic training with your coworkers, with people halfway across the world, and engage in highly realistic simulations. Some of them are quite dangerous, but you do it in a safe place. My name is Hani Abu Ghazali. I'm the founder and the CEO of Mental. Our vision is to build a vocational training platform that has highly immersive courses and offer it to businesses around the world. We've been in business now for 5 years. The opportunity is very large, and it's partly driven by the high adoption now of wearable headsets. We're talking about, when we take the metaverse, we're talking about a multi-trillion-dollar investment opportunity. But if you just zoom in on the training side of it, we're talking about an expectation of a $20 billion software training investment opportunity. We have been in business now for 5 years. We're headquartered in Abu Dhabi, and we have offices in Montreal. We've done work with several governmental entities, including TAQA and the Ministry of Interior. And if we just take a step back here and look at the problem that we're solving, classroom training today is not scalable. And if you look at the picture below, it really summarizes it. There's a space limitation. There's a high cost that's related to flying people from multiple places, maintaining the brick and mortar training center, and creating those simulations. The other part is the type of material that are being taught now in classrooms. There's a disconnection between what's happening in theory and the reality on the ground. And the third problem is most enterprise companies, they have large number of employees, and the training changes and the certification is required sometimes on an annually basis, and there's no easy way to deploy it now. So through our solution, we have 3 parts: a VR platform that allows you to connect from anywhere in the world, reducing the need for you to travel. We have courses that are highly immersive, that connect the reality of what's happening in the real world to the training. Think of it as a flight simulator. And the third part is the assessment module. So everything that you do in your training can be assessed through an LMS system. So the product is, think of it as a Coursera or Udemy in Web 3.0. You select the category that you want to train in, you select the course, and then you engage in either a single user or multi-user type training, repeat and perfect, and then get assessed on the back end side of things. But the LMS is also a place where we manage the headsets remotely, we manage the trainees, and we deploy the content and the updates on it. Today we launched in HSE, safety, and we have a fire safety training that you can try at our booth, 94 over there. But we're also opening up, we're working with defense and national security. We piloted with Dubai Police, we've done work with the Ministry of Interior, and now we're scaling it regionally. We've selected use cases that we defined as highly scalable. So these are use cases that are applicable to many businesses. An example of that is fire safety, where we're engaging now with civil defense. Level 1 and Level 2 are mandatory. There are tens of thousands of certifications that happen yearly, and we're working on having the certification happen within the platform itself. There are other cases that we're working on with Dubai Municipality and ADAFSA for food safety, which is also mandatory for food establishments, and there are other cases that are there. So we have a model that's going to scale over time, partly by adding more content, our content and third-party content, but we're also looking at scaling horizontally in the verticals and scaling regionally. We have an amazing team that comes from immersive technology background, mainly in gaming for companies like Ubisoft, Activision, and Square Enix. And today we're closing around a $5 million round that's being led by Tawazun, Strategic Development Fund. We have a hard commitment of $3 million, and we're looking to raise another $2 million in the next 3 months. Thank you. If you have any questions, let me know.
Mental VR training. And we are ready with a little bit more applause and energy for the next pitch, which would be Design Hubs. Welcome.
Hello, everyone. I'm Nadim, CEO at Design Hubs. All right. So at Design Hubs, we enable 3D and virtual try-on augmented reality product visualization across any e-commerce platform, in-store, on the web, as well as in-app. So really, our vision is to be able to bridge both the physical and the digital world, starting with online shopping and virtual try-on, and really bringing the products to the consumers and creating a head-to-toe virtual try-on. So why now, and really what's happening in the market? So as you know, post-COVID, consumer behavior drastically shifted to online. E-retail revenues are expected to exceed $7.5 trillion by 2025. There's more than 5 times increase in online shopping, and 25% are first-time online buyers. So us as consumers, when we buy things online and we return them to the store, it's free for us. I mean, it doesn't cost us anything. We just wrap them back and ship them back to the e-commerce store where we bought the stuff. But actually, this costed the online retail market more than $500 billion in 2020. In some regions, there are more than 30% of products sold online are actually returned. So these are alarming rates for any e-commerce business. So 2 big problems here. The first one is, how do we increase conversions? How do we enable consumers to buy, to understand what they're buying, and increase e-commerce conversions? And the second one is, how do we reduce these return rates? So that's what we're doing at Design Hubs. We're enabling a complete virtual try-on, and we're even taking it one step further. Using the camera, we're using camera-based recommendation to hyper-personalize the shopping experience. And I'm going to show you a quick demo of what we're doing here. So that's our virtual try-on for eyewear, for example. Exact size and fit, instant color variation, a hyper-personalized recommendation system. Footwear try-on, we'll be launching it by Q1 of next year. We already have around 100 companies waiting. That's our makeup and beauty try-on, so all types of makeup technology involved in it. That's our deployment with Samsung in Latin America, interactive 3D as well, AR for appliances with Samsung. That's for, we worked also with IKEA in 2020 across the region, and several other players internationally as well as regionally. So really, to sum it up, we have created our own AR studio. So Snap have their own AR studio, Meta have their own, we've created our own. And this is going to serve as the backbone for all our try-on and augmented reality technologies. So we work across, several categories, able to cover spatial AR, so placing products in your own space, as well as virtual try-on. And these are some of the customers that we work with. We have more than 10 million engagements on our 3D and AR engines, and more than 8 million minutes are spent in 3D and AR. Our conversions were able to increase, our AR was able to increase conversions by more than 58%, and consumers were 3 times more likely to buy. We currently have more than 8,000 brands and retailers that are part of our lead and that we're targeting. So some of our go-to-market partners that we're working with just closed a partnership with Square Inc., which is the US-based payment company. They have a subsidiary website builder that's competing against Shopify. So we're going to be the only AR provider across that platform. And we co-sell with top-tier technology companies. So they take our solution and co-sell it to their customer base globally. So this is how we charge our revenue. So yes, our co-founder and I met around 15 years ago. He's a game developer, technical artist, and he has developed one of the most advanced algorithm for a 3D packing engine currently being used globally as open source. Received several international awards as well. Myself, I'm an ex-Mercedes-Benz USA engineer, and that's my second venture. Sold the first one in 2015. The remaining members of our team, we're a remote team, and they all have expertise each in their domain, mainly computer vision, deep learning, and machine learning. Already raised 1.1, currently raising, sorry for the typo, a $3 million round, 80% already been committed. We already have a lead. WAD are leading it, and we just have like 30% left in the round. So whoever interested and wants to learn more, feel free to reach us on our booth and startup booth 1, I believe, right? And yeah, that's all. Thanks so much.
Thank you very much. Design Hub's AR solutions. And we come to startup pitch number 4. Ladies and gentlemen, please be ready for Synapse Analytics. Welcome.
Hello, everyone. My name is Ahmed Abaza. I'm the co-founder of Synapse Analytics. And we're a company that helps other companies to adopt, deploy, and scale machine learning in their operations. So since we're in a financial event, let me talk about the financial industry for a bit. Most of the financial institutions and fintechs and so on have an over-reliance over credit bureaus to provide risk assessments. Others, they provide maybe unpersonalized products or unused, or provide limits that end up not being used. Also, most of the credit provisioning or the credit facilities, they take forever to be approved. And of course, some would say that finance is all about managing risk, right? But how do you manage risk at scale? Of course, the answer, I think most of you have heard it, is AI. But AI comes with its own problems as well. AI, of course, is one of the most multidisciplinary projects any company can take on. It's cursed with technical hurdles. It has a lot of diffusion of responsibility whenever an AI is getting deployed. And I'm sure you've heard we have an AI ready, it's validated, and before it gets deployed, we're deploying, for example, the AI next week, and then a year passes by and AI does not get deployed. And this is why we have built Conan MLOps, and MLOps stands for Machine Learning Operations. And what our platform does, it creates a sort of a super speed highway to launch and deploy and scale artificial intelligence. Now, of course, we understand that talent is very expensive when it comes to AI, and a lot of companies might not have the capabilities in-house to build their AIs. And this is why we have built what we call applied use cases on top of Conan. So a financial institution or a fintech can instantaneously tap into credit scoring engine, recommendation engines, recommendation engine, lead scoring, churn modeling. And of course, the internal team has all the capacity and all the capability to observe and make sure that the AI is running as intended. Let me tell you a little bit, let me tell you about an example use case that we've done with one of the biggest NBFI in Egypt. So they have a consumer finance app, and to be able to instantaneously approve customers, you as a customer, you just bring out your phone, you take a picture of your ID, and our OCR that reads Arabic and English can extract the relevant information, and it can instantaneously give you a risk assessment, and then you can get approved instantaneously for the loan. Now, just to give you an idea of the scale and of the operational scalability that we provided using our platform, this company used to have 300 people to approve more than 2,000 applications in 1 month. Using Conan, they are able to do the same, to process the same 2,000 applications in no time and using 0 resources. These are some of our metrics. So we have booked more than $1.2 million in booked contracts. We are more than 50 engineers ranging from PhDs to master holders to industry experts. We have more than 45 AI deployments. We are operating in more than 5 markets, and $41 million have been approved through our engines across our clients. And of course, these are some of our clients. Our team is a fusion between engineers, academics, and I'm here with my co-founder, Galal El-Bishbishi. And we're exhibiting at Startup Zone 2. So if you want to see a demo of how we can make you as a financial institution or as a financial organization adopt AI using any kind of decision engine or using, applying KYC or KYB, we can show it to you in Zone 2. So we're expecting you there, so please pass by if you have the time. And our ask, and this is actually, we're starting around the very next month, and our ask is around $8 million. And if you're interested, please come talk to us at our booth. Thank you so much, and hope to see everyone around. Thank you.
Thank you very much. Synapse Analytics AI Solutions. And we're coming to pitch number 5. Are we ready? You guys are a hardcore audience sometimes, you know? We can do a little bit more. So, startup pitch number 5. Ladies and gentlemen, put your hands together for Strabble. Excellent.
Good afternoon, everyone. Wake up. Yeah? All right. My name is Zaid, and I'm the co-founder and CEO of Strabble. Now, Design Hubs did a good job in explaining what the problem with returns is when it comes to e-commerce, but I'll go a step above. The problem is trying, yes. Returns, yes. But the biggest problem for customers today is to be able to invoice after delivery. Now, trying on virtually is one thing, but having to touch, be able to touch, feel the product is a totally different thing. That is one existing problem in the market that we, with Strabble, are trying to solve now. How are we doing it? We have created a try now, buy later integrated checkout solution for the e-commerce platforms. And the way we do it is that we integrate with an e-commerce platform, and we start from the product detail page all the way up to the delivery. That means we do payment processing, we do logistics as well, and we have them capture the end transaction if they decide to keep the product. What this does is this allows the merchant to actually attract more customers, because for the first time we are enabling a zero-pay checkout. This means customers are now able to come onto a product to a merchant's portal and check out with 0 dirhams or $0. Now, in the past 7 months, we have already generated about $165,000 and have onboarded 25 merchants with a mix of offline and online retailers. These are some of the brands. We have level 1 tier and level 2 tier, where we get Samsung, Apple, Toshiba sort of brands from, and then we have the first tier retailers like Baruni, Stone Grape, Papaya. We help support startup brands, and that's one of our key things. Now, the way we're looking to expand regionally is that we integrate with your platforms, whether they're on Shopify, WooCommerce, Zid in Saudi, Sella, Magento, or even we are now moving to custom integrations as well. Now, the whole idea is that we want to create a digital economy, right? We want not create a digital, but at least help the digital economy and digitize it further. The way we do this is we enable more people to come on to cart transactions, because we actually help the trust factor when it comes to online shopping. And with further partnerships with MasterCard, Visa, and then we come on to the metaverse side as well, where people are able to actually interact with the product, and just as if it would be a virtual try-on room, they would order a product and would be given to them just to try out right in the comfort of their home. Same figures validated again that our market globally is worth $7 trillion. And within the region itself, within MENA itself, we've got $40 billion of opportunity. Submodal. Globally, we have pretty strong players now, and Klarna being one of the top ones. Now, this is what our platform looks like. We'll be integrated on the product detail page itself. The features, customers get a dashboard where they can choose to whether return or keep the product and get invoiced after delivery. For businesses, it's a secure transaction. We make sure that the payment is processed. Now, our team, myself, I come from startup world as well. My co-founders, who comes from Kareem, and David Rogers, and we've got a good advisory team as well. We're currently raising our seed round of 1 million and have 30% committed so far. We're looking to raise another 70%, and if this interests you, please feel free to visit us in Zone 1, Stand 36. And yeah, that's all. Thank you.
Thank you very much. Definitely a few people will be coming and seeing you. Startup pitch number 6, Giga AI Assistants. Welcome to the stage.
Hello. Good afternoon. Good afternoon. My name is Dragan Alexander. I'm from Düsseldorf in Germany. And we have come to Abu Dhabi to launch our technology in this economy here. And we are very excited to start collaboration with great people. We have become members now in the Hub 71 community, seeing great support, and I would like to use this moment before I explain what we do to say thank you to very hard-working people here to make events like this happen. We travel the world, we see a lot, and we are very much, how should I say, experienced in the meantime with events and presentations. This one here, I have to say, is one of the top-class events, and these people deserve definitely big respect. That's what I would like to say in the beginning. Look, I want to ask you a question. We all face situations when we have a problem, for example, with our mobile network operator or with a bank, insurance, maybe the grid operator, and then we need to solve the problem, and then we call the call center. Yeah, we try to get in access with the customer support. What happens next is it says, if you have this problem, if you have this question, press 1, or press 2, or press 3, or press 4, and then you end up waiting for minutes before you can make a choice. Sometimes you are waiting in a queue for 10, 15 minutes before you get to talk to somebody. It is just a headache. Then they came up like a couple of years, they said the next generation customer support, they put up chatbots on the website, and then you chat with a machine, and the machine says, sorry, please get in touch with our call center. Look, we call our technology Access Anywhere AI Assistants. It means that you can integrate our technology on the website, in switchboards, in mobile applications, smart devices, and the latest integration we have done is with virtual reality so that you can speak with the avatar. Our platform is a technology which is built from ground up as a large technology stack. The core of the system is to understand what the user talks about. The user is talking about some specific topic. We understand what the user talks about, and we redirect the user to the right department, to the right information source, maybe to an educational video, to a document, or we give just simple advice what to do as next step. That is called natural language understanding. We have done it from ground up as a multilingual platform so that we can speak languages, like now launching the product here in Abu Dhabi with the major language, English and Arabic. But we have projects in Turkey, in the United States. We're doing things in Germany, in Mexico, etc., etc. So multilinguality is one of the core features that we offer. The technology stack is completely developed in-house. We are working on this since 9 years. Our team, in the meantime, has prepared a foundation so that we believe in a very short time we will be able to speak more or less any language around the world. We define it like 240 major languages without counting different dialects. Of course, we take care of privacy, data protection, etc. So our system can be integrated on-premise, behind the firewall. We do it in the cloud, in a private cloud. That's just upon the customer request. We believe that because of the many years of development, and we have completely done this by ourselves inside, and we are independent. We do not belong partially to large corporations that control the IP. We are still, I would say, free to make our own decisions, like the decision to come to Abu Dhabi and launch our technology in this region. We have quite some, I would say, strong contracts that give us access to millions of users. We are developing use cases for all kinds of verticals like education, healthcare, hospitality, travel, and now launching some first demos with fintech industry, etc. We believe that voice is definitely, the dominant interface. People enjoy more to talk instead of typing, and that gives us a chance to be part of the, as they call it, the future trillion-dollar market. And with an experienced management, senior management, we believe that we have a chance to handle the workload and the global growth. And this is something that I would like to announce today. We have decided that we will launch the global growth out of Abu Dhabi, and this will become our future headquarters. And we are very happy and proud about this, to take this opportunity to grow with this AI-focused society here. Thank you very much.
Thank you very much, or I should say Dankeschön, Giga AI Assistants. Startup pitch number 7. Ladies and gentlemen, please put your hands together for Before.ai. Welcome to the stage.
Mine was. It operates mine.
We'll go to the manual one. Oh, now it's working. Good afternoon again, everyone. My name is David Murphy. I'm the Chief Revenue Officer for Before.ai. And you're probably asking yourself, well, what is this cybersecurity company doing at Abu Dhabi Finance Week? And the simple answer to that is we're here to solve your number one problem. And that's protecting your customers and protecting your customers' data. Because we believe a shift is needed. A shift from reactive to predictive. And what do I mean by that? Let me give you a weather analogy. So 100 years ago, when people wanted to know what the weather was like, they literally had to walk outside and look up in the sky. I'm going to try and make this interactive. Just by a show of hands, how many people have weather apps or weather widgets on their phone? Yeah, good for you. So you're using predictive weather forecasting. And that's exactly what Before.ai want to do to the cybersecurity market. We believe that a new paradigm is needed in cybersecurity. And why do we believe that? Because today, it is very much stuck in a detect and respond mode. And when it's in that mode, it's not working. We're seeing that the attacks are growing week on week, day on day, month on month. It's costing trillions of dollars on a yearly basis. The time it takes from intrusion into a network to full containment is now at months, not weeks, not days. And actually, the attacks are becoming so severe that some businesses are actually failing after they get attacked. Our pre-crime product predicts cyber threat vectors. And what we do is we actually predict the cyber threat in actually only hours after it's been created. So that allows you to be one step ahead of the criminals. We have a very, very massive accuracy level. Our false positive rate is 0.05%. That allows you to prioritize your security resources, which are quite rare and constrained, on the things that really matter. And we do this at global internet scale. We're ingesting into our model on a daily basis 500,000 newly created domains. But why is prevention the best cure? Well, we let our customers answer that. And I'll just focus in on one of them. BTIG is an investment firm in the US. And we helped them detect a business email compromise that was actually going to impact their company by $500,000. They were due to make a transfer into a bogus account. We alerted them to the fact that it was a bogus account and a bogus domain, and we were able to block it and save them that money. But the key theme across these customers is how early we were in terms of our prediction. If you look at Signify, when they got attacked, we went back and looked at our threat feed. We were 122 days earlier. 96 hours for BTIG and 60 days for Quad9. So what are our products? So Pre-Crime Network. What this product does really, it defends your organization, your employees, and your customers' data. Pre-Crime Brand, well, that's really about protecting your brand. A brand that you've invested time on building up. We want to protect that. We're looking for impersonation domains that are set up to damage your brand, and we can detect them in only hours after they've been set up. An active defense. We can actually, once we see these malicious domains, once we know that they're going to impact your customers, we can actually strike back and take them down within 24 hours and actually limit the impact of getting to that domain. So let me leave you with a quote from Sun Tzu. Every battle is won before it is fought. And if you want to learn more about what we can do in terms of protecting your customers, please join us in Zone 2 before AI. We're the booth in the corner. Thank you very much for your time.
Thank you very much. Love the weather analogy. Very, very fitting. Before.ai. And now we're getting to startup number 8. Ladies and gentlemen, please put your hands together for GoArk.
Cannot hear? Okay. Hi, my name is Chaim Sru, and I am the co-founder and CEO of GoArk. At GoArk, we're helping industrial organizations to control and actually automated the main factor of the industrial organization, which is the human factor. And by that, using our AI-based connected worker, we help them to save a lot of money. Where our journey actually started. The Industry 4.0 actually create a new wave of data, a new wave of change the landscape of the industry and make it a data-driven industry. All the companies went to produce a smart control command panel, sensors, smart machines, and everything like this. But all of them forget and neglected one simple thing in the factory, which is the human factor. The worker in the field, which is responsible for 80% of the human error, the mistakes that happen in the field and create unplanned failure that cost hundreds of billions of dollars to the industry. So at GoArk, we focus on the human factor, which is our unique approach. How we do it? We develop a platform that has a unique capabilities of data aggregation. We connect to every data sources, whether it's IT, OT, and IoT, integrated all this data into our risk machine, analyze the workflow, the process, the risk that connected to it, and by that generate an actionable insight to the right person. So we validate that for the specific task, the specific employee that qualified to do the job will do the job at the same time under the risk circumstances that exist in the workplace. So for example, if a worker has a task to weld in a confined space, and he doesn't understand that there is remain of gases, whether he will do it, the facility will explode. So we know and predict and prevent it in a real time. We create a one vision from worker to the C-level in order to create one uniform of information. We improve the performance of each one of our customers while having created the ROI, a significant ROI of saving million for each facility. And as you can see, we are vertical agnostic. We are serving customers in oil and gas, in petrochemicals, in shipyards, in construction, in everywhere. So our product and platform fits all. Not only me can talk about GOAK, also the analyst praise our capabilities to intervene in real time and prevent unplanned failure. The market, as you can see, only the addressable market is huge. We are working mainly in high-risk industries, but not only. We establish our platform for growth this year by hiring a professional sales and marketing group to support us, also increase and sign a lot of partnership agreement to support us globally. And as you can see, our journey started with safety, going to the productivity and also create the automation. So our journey is a long term and we have a lot where to grow. This is a great team that comprises of people that actually took already their startup into IPO, and some brilliant, young, and much prettier and will do their IPO hopefully next couple of years. The status of the company is we are already been deployed in more than 100 sites around the globe in variety of verticals, as I mentioned, oil, gas, petrochemicals, utilities, no churn, zero churn. We raised until now $90 million, and we are in the midst of round of 15 million, which 5 million already been secured, and we are now kicking off the next 10 million. We are sitting in booth 53 in section 2, and I'm collecting the checks over there if you would like to join the round. Let's skip it. No. Okay, thank you very much. It's not, this is not this.
GOAK collecting checks right over there. Good one, good one. Remember that. We're coming now to startup pitch number 9, so please give a round of applause to Veeam. Welcome to the stage.
Thank you. Hi, I am Ahmed Al-Mashhadi. I'm coming all the way from Saudi Arabia. I'm the founder and CEO of Veeam. Let me start by asking you a question. How many of you have watched Avatar the movie? By show of hand. So I'm going to tell you why, but if time doesn't serve me well, please feel free to drop by our stand number 72 so I can tell you the story behind how Avatar affected our business modeling. So, Veeam, as most of our countries and our governments have finished transforming into the digital world, now we are on the cusp of transferring into the virtual world. And here we want to present to you Veeam, but let's first to see what shoppers say about the currently available e-commerce solutions. In recent study, 80% of consumers say they're not quite fulfilled with the experience they are getting with the e-commerce. It's a one-dimensional shopping experience. 70% of them believe that virtual shopping will actually is going to be the next move, and 63% are confident that virtual shopping will help them transform and add new habits in their shopping experiences. Okay, let's go through very quickly the market gaps. If we consider e-commerce, it's a one-dimensional trip. You do shopping on your own. You are not getting influenced or influencing others doing any shopping decisions. The second thing, in e-commerce shopping, there isn't any consensual shopping. So we go for the product, and you don't really get influence or getting marketing or factors affecting your decision by other products. You go to a certain thing that you're looking for, and you see it on screen. E-commerce has become the new normal, so there isn't any new experience we're offering through e-commerce, and it's a very low barrier market. So every company can actually step into e-commerce. There isn't any resistance for other companies to come into the market. And the last thing, but not least, the e-commerce system right now does not really cater to the ever-evolving and ever-growing community and critical mass of gamers. Across the region, we have around 100 million gamers. So if you think you're a gamer, would you go for an e-commerce that is completely one-dimensional, or you would go for a virtual shopping experience that is very close to the experience that you are used to in your daily routine? So now let me explain to you what Veeam is all about. Veeam, we offer virtuality as a service. So we empower brands and businesses transform into the metaverse, having their virtual presence, and equipping them with all kinds of tools and instruments that would help them make faster decisions and get more market insights that's instantaneous. At the same time, we are revolutionizing and redefining shoppers' experience. Veeam works on smartphones, desktops, and of course on VR. And Veeam has won a competition in Saudi Arabia a few months back, and we are being incubated by Saudi Aramco. Okay, let's talk about the market size. We are at the heart of 5 growing domains and sectors. We are at the heart of gaming, e-commerce, VR, gears and gadgets, marketing, and market research. The total market value of these combined is $34 billion in MENA region alone. And we are targeting 0.1% acquisition of that. That would yield annual revenue of $34.3 million. Our solution, as I said, is a virtuality as a service. So we help brands and businesses transform into the virtual space in the metaverse. And we do have automated migration. So we have bots being now programmed and coded that will help brands transfer immediately and within minutes. So let's say you have an e-store, you can transform into a V-store within minutes. And also, we are operating seamlessly on any smartphone, laptop, desktop, and VR, of course. And we are, there is a feature that we have in our solution that you can toggle between 2D and 3D. Let's say you are more into the old school. You want to see the e-commerce. And by toggling, you can see the interface that you are used to. By toggling back, you're now in the virtual space. Our competitive advantage, as I said, the toggleability between the 2D and 3D environment, the bots, and we have the powerful analytics and predictive modeling, and we have AI integrated. And of course, we have shopper research that is instant, giving insights to brands immediately. So they can do price and safety analysis, they can do consumer behavior testing, they can do packaging testing without really the need to do actual manifestation or actual production of things. You can test it virtually, they can get results immediately, they can have the decision made right away. There's one thing here, we are targeting the people of the termination. For us, offering them virtual world is like giving them a second life. So all the people of physical disadvantage, they can actually do their shopping their own. They can socialize and mingle with people normally. They can groom up like they would do in normal life, and they can blend in the society without really stressing and emphasizing their disability. I think my time is up. Thank you so much for your time. And we are stand number 72. Thank you.
Thank you very much. Veeam, virtuality as a service. And now we're coming to startup pitch number 10. Ladies and gentlemen, here is Themis.
Afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. My name is Dickon Johnston. I'm the founder and CEO of Themis. We are an award-winning UAE-based financial crime tech champion, using AI to help you automate your customer, supplier, or investor due diligence. Now, how do we do that? Through our core platform, you can carry out all of your core financial crime and AML processes in one system. From that initial client touch point of screening through to KYC and onboarding, EDD, detailed investigations, and automated monitoring. And that last point is hugely, hugely important. So you can sleep easy at night knowing that the system is working for you, knowing that all of your customers, suppliers, investors are being screened every night for changes in PEPs, sanctions, adverse media, criminal convictions, and others. Why is this so important? Financial crime is a big business, unfortunately more for criminals than for us. But what we're talking about here is 2.7% of global GDP per annum that is being lost to money laundering and other forms of financial crime. And that money is going directly into the hands of criminals and criminal organizations that are causing your customers, your consumers, real damage and harm, as well as damage to our businesses, to the environment, and in some cases to national security as well. If that wasn't enough, at Themis we also help you protect against your legal, regulatory, financial, and reputational risk. So imagine the consequences if your business was pillared in the international media for an unwanted or even unknown association with an international fraudster or criminal actors. For investors here, this is a huge and growing market, expected to grow at over 35% year on year, and significantly so in the UAE. At Themis, we have an office here in ADGM, so our team are in Al Khatam Tower. We also have a team in London, and we're looking to open a team in Saudi Arabia as well. What makes us so different? First and foremost, it's the depth and quality of data that we have that's unparalleled in this market. We also have a really friendly user UX, so it's really intuitive, friendly system to use. You can do due diligence not just on your counterparties, but all of their associations and connected parties at the click of a button. We can do all of this in a single view of risk as well. So our clients here are telling us that they're using often 3, 4, 5 different platforms to pull all of this information together. With Themis, we can do it in one platform. And it's very much plug and play. So as a cloud-based platform, you can set up an account this afternoon. You can be monitoring your clients and suppliers this afternoon, but we also have the ability to build custom-built APIs into your CRM or core banking system. Traction so far has been really healthy and significant, so over 1.5 of sales so far, and we're seeing year-on-year growth averaging at 4.6%, which is fantastic. We have over 280 million data records feeding our system, and as an ethical tech for good business, we're incredibly proud of our B Corp status, and in fact earlier this year we were awarded Best in World status as well, so that's really impressive. We have a really healthy client base, both here in the UAE, in the wider MENA region, and also internationally. And this is all delivered by a young, dynamic team of tech gurus and financial crime SMEs. But importantly, we're supported by a grown-up board and a grown-up panel of UAE-based investors looking to drive this forward. From an investment perspective, our ask is 3 million. We've raised 1.1 so far. This investment round will help us build our UAE dev teams and our UAE sales teams to deliver a forecasted ROI of 22 times in 3 years. So a really significant market opportunity. We're here, we're in stand 75, so if you want to see the demo live in person, come and have a demo this afternoon, and we'd be delighted to see you there. Ladies and gentlemen, thank you very much for your time today.
Thank you very much. Themis.
Thank you.
Great pitch. Love how everybody's on time. I don't have to interrupt anybody. That is much appreciated. And now we come to startup pitch number 11. Ladies and gentlemen, please put your hands together for DistiChain.
My name is Haitham Jamal, and I'm the CEO of DistiChain. At DistiChain, we deliver seamless global trade. Now, global trade is one of the last frontiers that is still done in an analog fashion. Actually, $51 trillion of trade, only 13% of that has any kind of digitization at all. And the main barriers to this is the trust between the buyers and the sellers, the manual processes at every touch point, and the tools that are out there that really don't cater to the needs of companies that are doing international trade.
Hi, Flo.
So what is the solution? And what are we doing? In DistiChain, we have built the first global API library for cross-border trade. as you may remember, in 2006, Shopify was created, and all of a sudden creating an e-commerce website became easy. In 2011, a miracle made creating a B2B2C marketplace very easy. And at DistiChain, what we have built is an API library that allows you to build cross-border trade marketplaces fully automated very easily. And our vision is very clear, to have several marketplaces around the world that are using one core infrastructure for companies that are doing distribution, procurement, and just general marketplaces. The way our system works, we have our core system, which is our order management system, our order management product information management system, our order management system, and we use blockchain technology to break down this complexity. But that's at the heart of it. At the outskirts of it, we have logistics, insurance, inspection, regulation, verification, and documentation. We don't do all of those things. There's a lot of great companies that are coming up with great solutions. We tie them up together, and we make them work as one, and offer that as a service to our customer base. So ultimately, what we are doing is we are automating end-to-end cross-border trade, from the creation of the trade to the delivery of the trade, warehouse to warehouse, which is currently manually done for 90% or 87% of the companies around the world. The way that we make money and monetize this, we have a setup fee, we have a customization fee, because each business is a little bit different. But the real money comes from the transactional fee, whereby we take a very small percentage of every transaction that goes through our system, and as you know, it's a very big market to be captured. How are we going to market? We are going to market directly. We are going to market via resellers and via referral agents, sales agents. Where we are targeting directly is the agricultural sector. In the agricultural sector, the farmers are not empowered to really get their products out into the world, and what we do is we give them direct access to buyers and sellers through customized marketplaces that are owned by our customers. But this is a big project, and it's a big and ambitious project, so we have to have partnerships. And by creating partnerships, we're able to reach many different entities. We have created a partnership with the Arab Federation for Digital Economy, and we're very proud of that partnership and being a pillar of their strategy in order to digitize exports for the Arab world. We've created a partnership with Oracle and with the CAG Group, who allow us to really reach the right people and to get the momentum to build such important marketplaces to automate cross-border trade. Currently, we've started our project with 7 marketplaces where we've done a POC and delivered the goods. We have around 200 registered companies and 179,000 in revenue. That was the test period. Now it's time to go into the bigger league. And the current discussions that we are having, and in very highly mature stages, as you can see, are much larger organizations. Part of that is coming from the partnerships that we've created, and part of that is coming from direct relationships with the customers, etc. But as you see, billions of dollars are already lined up. So imagine what can be in 2, 3, and 4, and 5 years as the platform gets richer and as the network gets bigger. We are a small team of 15 people, including myself and our CTO. Myself, I've managed large corporations and distribution for all my life, so I'm coming from the business side. Our CTO came to Dubai to transform Souq.com to an eBay model, from an eBay model to an Amazon model. Seems he did a good job. Before he was the first CTO to create, that created Noon.com, which you're all familiar with, because it's not a small task that we're going after. And that's basically how we at DistiChain are trying to reinvent global trade, and right here from ADGM and Hub 71. Thank you very much.
Thank you very much. DistiChain, reinventing global transformation and so on. Got lost it for a moment because I am very, very excited. We had 16 pitches so far yesterday, another 11 today, and guess what? All men. And now for the first time we have a female founder and CEO. And we're going to give her a real big round of applause as she walks into the stage. So, ladies and gentlemen, SPL Solutions, welcome. Green.
I'm Salwa Zahmi, the founder of SPL Co. Our technology provide an automating solution that help moving your application to the cloud. In 2018, I've been working in a software lab in one of Tier 1 telecom operator in UK. One of the IT professionals had told me, Salwa, we are struggling with the high cost and time required of moving our software application from the legacy data center to the cloud infrastructure. It's actually our application is 20, 30 years old. It's written in a very old programming language. And also, it's quite complex. And we have to move them to the cloud as soon as possible in order to stay competitive in the market and extend our services to millions of users. He said, like, many of our cloud migration project failed because we are over budget and sometimes we don't have the talents. We don't have visibility in the complexity of these applications before we move it to the cloud. Millions of dollars reached up to 15% of these cloud projects go for failure. They are needing technology that help them to do these pre-assessment before they move it to the cloud. Here, actually, where the idea of SPL solution has born. I have developed with my team an intelligent platform that automates the process required of moving your legacy applications from your legacy data center to the cloud infrastructure. We reduce the cost and time from 40 to 60%. But how it works? We take actually your system source code, we analyze it, we actually identify any security flaws in it, inequality issues, and give you assessment in how much cost is required for migrations. And then we give you some automation required to restructure it to fit very well in the cloud infrastructure and scale efficiently. So in this sense, so why we are very unique is because we are able to analyze hundreds of thousands of line codes in a few minutes, and we are enable the efficient cloud migration approach. We're not just moving your application to the cloud. We help you to restructure it to what we call cloud native, and we are the only tool who provide that. The market is huge. If you look to cloud migration market in general, it's 100 billion, including professional service and tooling. If you zoom to the tooling, we say like 40 billion is the market value for any tooling that can help in automating the cloud migration. Our market's 20 billion. That's focused only on the application migration to the cloud. As I said, one of the make us very unique in the landscape is we are providing high accuracy of the analysis, a lot of automation, and we are unique on supporting the cloud native migration approach that none of the available tools can do that. Our business model is very simple. It's software as a service subscription model. We license the technology for the end user and provide professional service to on-site support and any customization required. We have our current users is British Telecom, Etisalat, and Tedra as well. We have already patented our technology internationally and locally. We have been internationally recognized as one of the best cloud automation technology in AI and machine learning award last year. We have built successful collaboration with system integrator here, including Microsoft, SmartWorld, and we have working talks with G42 and Huawei provider. This is our strategy for growth. In order to enter the market, we need to collaborate with the cloud provider, so we will have an access to their customer. Our team have more than 100 years of combined experience in ICT, working in a major corporate before, like British Telecom, Ericsson, and European Commission. Myself have more than 15 years of experience in software engineering and have been recognized as one of the top achiever in tech in the region. Our ask, we are looking for a raising investment up to 3 million, and that is really to support our growth. As I said, we're going to allocate this money for extending our platform to support other programming language like COBOL, C++, And also, we want to build a strategic partnerships and with this cloud provider. So that's why we want to allocate the money for business development and sale. Thank you very much. If you want to connect with us, we are in the booth 38 in this side. Thank you very much.
Thank you very much. Salwa Al-Zahmi, female Emirati entrepreneur and founder. That's wonderful to see, isn't it? And we're coming now to startup pitch number 13. Ladies and gentlemen, here is Aram. Woo! Welcome.
Hey everyone, I'd like to show a little bit of gratitude for the sponsors of this event, ADGM and Startup AD, which organized an amazing, amazing event. Thank you very much. I'd like to start with a question. When you think about Tesla, BMW, Mercedes, who thinks it's an automotive industry that is attractive, sexy? Anybody? You don't think, oh, one person thinks the automotive industry, oh, a lot of people now, okay. Who thinks cryptocurrency is sexy? Maybe cryptocurrency event, a lot of people. Who thinks real estate is sexy? Nobody. Oh, a few people, 2 people, okay, that's great. Well, real estate turns out to be the single largest asset class in the world, trumping anything else. If you look at the chart, cryptocurrency makes up $1 trillion of market cap, whereas real estate is $333 trillion. What is happening to the real estate today? It's in the middle of disruption through various technologies, and one of them is crowdfunding. Crowdfunding through tokenization, fractionalization, and of ownership, and that includes all kind of real estate, residential, industrial, office, etc. The landscape of crowdfunding today, there are more than 1,000 crowdfunding platforms around the world. There are 6 of them in this event. And there's going to be 5,000 of them tomorrow. They are going to be having more than 150 million users in the next few years, and it's going to be $1 trillion industry that is doing crowdfunding. Now we have the metaverse, which, again, it's an amazing opportunity. Everybody talks about it being a $12 trillion opportunity, and certainly there's real estate in the metaverse. But so what? So what if there's real estate in the metaverse? How do current landowners, current real estate owners benefit from that metaverse? And what is the problem? Every crowdfunding platform offers liquidity to their users. If you buy our fractional ownership, you can sell it much easier. True, partially. There's still a requirement for a marketplace and a secondary market to fulfill the promise of liquidity, which is why we are creating an aggregator marketplace that brings all the crowdfunding from anywhere around the world, put it in one place, and we focus on bringing in the demand. In addition to that, we offer every real estate owner the opportunity to take their first step into building their real estate identity, to interact with many of the players that you've seen on stage today, and then monetize their existing real estate into Web3, into the metaverse. So it's an easy solution, traditional, nothing super revolutionary. We are going to become the largest real estate marketplace and exchange in the world, hopefully here from Abu Dhabi or the UAE. The addressable market, as I said, it's 333 trillion. I like to use 333, it's catchy. Maybe it's 330, I don't know, but 333 sounds better. So the addressable market is huge, and then if we take a fraction of 50 billion as SOM, then serviceable, obtainable market, then we are doing phenomenal. The business model, we start with an aggregator. Has anyone used TripAdvisor here? TripAdvisor? All right, well, you go on TripAdvisor, it tells you about the hotel, but you cannot book the hotel. So that's what we start with, and then we go into a booking.com, become the marketplace, and then we want to be the stock exchange of digitized real estate that's tradable. Our revenue model is simple. marketplace revenue model. There's so many streams that we can monetize: cost per clicks, cost per acquisition, marketing, listing, and revenue share. Our go-to-market strategy, we're going to leverage UAE like never before. It's an amazing real estate marketplace, but also people here have a higher propensity to spend online and do an investment. That's how we're going to attract people from all around the world who monetize, who tokenize real estate, and show them the carrot. So our value proposition, it's a win-win-win. We are an experienced team. My name is Daniel Saliba. I've spent all of my life in commercial real estate investment, and I'm raising $1.5 million. We're here at 90, and then we welcome you to come by and say hi, and then be part of our global real estate exchange. Thank you very much.
Thank you very much. Excellent pitch, right on time. And we have one more to go, so I need one more time energy from all of you. Ladies and gentlemen, the last startup pitch, number 14. Here is AA Meta. Welcome to the stage.
Hello, and very nice to meet you. My name is Nick. Today I'm going to present you a web-free video game publisher and ecosystem. I would like to say thank you to Abu Dhabi Finance Week, and to ADGM for giving us an opportunity to describe a bit about project here. Let's start from afar. Today, we all know that metaverse is a buzzword, a very big buzzword. But we see that the entire market is growing. And by today already valuation, it's around 25 to 35 billion. We think that it's going to reach around 1,000 billion by the end of 2030. But there is a big issue. If we see at the big players, their current vision of the metaverse is something that will gain traction in around 7 to 10 years. So we think that current vision of the metaverse should have a utilitarian functions. But what exactly is the utilitarian function? How it should be? What is the relevant concept of the metaverse that we should onboard community into? And we think we found an answer. It's a web-free ecosystem. What is current AA Meta infrastructure? We have a gaming studio, Ambersoft, with 90 employees that's been moving from Web 2 to Web 3 projects for quite some time now. We have established titles, which are game fee titles. Thunderlands has been launched, and it's now being scaled up to a fully fledged AAA MMORPG. Marketing agency, then of course the Gaming Guild and other projects that are Web3 related, but mostly not probably game fee, that have big community. For example, Chico Roco has 1 million active users throughout their social media. How do we see the entire ecosystem by the end of 2023 of AA Meta? This is the big thing that I wanted to describe you. We think that metaverse should be centered around the community. That's why we put it in the center. Then, of course, we have to have our own projects, which are in-house development, such as Thunderlands that's been mentioned previously. By the end of 2023, in a queue of 2024, we see around 5 projects that will be in-house development. Then act as a publishing house, onboarding around 30 projects in a share of IP and equity that are both Web 2 and Web 3. Web 2 projects, they would like to try, I would say, the business model of Web 3, and Web 3 in order to incubate even further within the space. And then most important part is the indie developers, because indie has been growing rapidly within the gaming, and they are currently searching for a safe space and a support from major players in order to be even more incubated, such as marketing, such as development, of course liquidity, if we talk about Web3, and support in general. The current KPIs are 1 million users by the end of 2023, and 100,000 active wallet users by the end of 2023 within the ecosystem of the AA Meta. How do you monetize the entire structure? There is plenty of ways, but we think that there is this amazing thing called data. And we can compare it to the Web 2. In the Web 2, most of the big players, they actually get their revenue from the advertisements. In the Web 3, the system is not yet discovered. So what differentiates Web3 and Web2 is that users are able to actually choose whether they want to monetize their data and participate within the monetization. Then, of course, advertisements themselves. We think if we create an ecosystem where we have studios, where we have users, we can include advertisements within the ecosystems, then actually create an ecosystem. We see it as an abstract of a branded device called a meta device, where we can onboard all of these apps and actually monetize the ad revenues. Within this work tool, we will have various dApps and apps, as been shown before, both game fee, educational, creative, and socially beneficial. MENA will benefit highly from this because we see the big development of and human growth of the human capital within those apps. And I would like you to welcome to our booth 78. We are here. We'll be happy to discuss. We are currently fundraising. And we are open to all the discussions. Thank you again. Thank you again.
Thank you very much. Now, please don't run off because we are done with the pitch day, but we are not yet done with conversations with startups. And therefore, I would now like to invite 2 more startups here to the stage to have a quick conversation with me. Please put your hands together to Hatem Dave, founder and CEO of Notebook, and Sam Vanderpump, CEO and co-founder of Meta Dapio. Welcome. Welcome. Come on, let's give them a round of applause, everybody. Don't be shy. Much appreciated. We're going to start with you, Sam. Tell us first a bit about yourself and what does your company Meta Dapio do?
I'm the CEO and co-founder of Meta Dapio. Meta Dapio, I'm sure everyone knows about the metaverse at the moment, expected to be about a $13 trillion market by the 2030, according to some reports. Big problem with the metaverse at the moment, and what is ostracizing everyone and for mass adoption, is the fact that payments are so hard and complicated. You have to buy crypto, buy and sell tokens, finally apply those tokens to the metaverse. So what our platform does is a payment gateway which sits in the metaverse, which enables fiat payment but operates on the blockchain. It evolves on from that by being a Web 3.0 bank. The way to look at it is the PayPal of the metaverse. It's going to be first to market, and with a $13 trillion market coming up, it's going to be, like I said, the next PayPal of the metaverse.
That sounds certainly exciting. Now, you told me yesterday that you just flew over from Los Angeles.
Los Angeles, yeah.
That's where you guys are
16-hour flight. No, I've got family over in Los Angeles. We're actually based in the ADGM, the company. We've got flats here, so we're all living out here, but I've got family in Los Angeles, and I also live in the UK part-time, so between the 3 locations.
Okay, and tell me about what does the future hold for you? What is Meta Dapio planning, if you look a little bit more into the future?
So at the moment we're fundraising. We're in early stages. We're seed stage, if you like. Once we have raised our funds, hopefully by next year we'll be going with our prototype, our demo product, into singular metaverses which have got LOIs with us. So we've had a lot of interest from individual metaverses that want our product because they know it's going to help payments in their own metaverse. So once we've done that, we should be going live, and then within a 5-year plan, we'll probably be selling to someone like Binance or PayPal or any of the big players that are coming into the market.
So you got big things coming, and I'll come back to you in a while. Now, Hatem, let me turn to you. Could you please introduce yourself and what do you do?
Hi, everyone. I'm Dr. Hatem Dave, the chair of mathematics department at Abu Dhabi University, and I'm also the founder and CEO of Notebook. Notebook creates technology, a new presentation technology that I have been using in my classes now for the last 2 years. It's kind of addictive presentation technology that the students, once they attend my classes, they want to have this technology in the other classes and other courses as well. So that's basically what I do.
That sounds very, very exciting. Now, what is for you lying in front of the next years and time to come?
Well, I'm actually working now on growing my team and developing like a suite of software, applications in different platforms. And hopefully, you know, I'm hoping, you know, sometime soon we'll change the norm of reading from a sequence of books and sequence of slides.
That sounds really good. You are exhibiting here at Startup
Yes,
Campus?
my
Where can we
booth number
find you?
85.
Sorry?
85, Zone 2.
Zone 2, 85. Where we can find you?
I actually don't know the booth number. That's really embarrassing. It's back in the right corner, over in the crypto and blockchain section.
Okay, okay, that's not embarrassing. That's all good. Now, tell me first for a moment, because it's also interesting to hear from your perspective. Your company sits here. How's this entire experience for you at Abu Dhabi Finance Week?
Oh, it's been fantastic. It really has. I mean, we've done 2 shows in Dubai, Innovation and Business Summit. We did GITEX. We actually did the World Metaverse show as well. And now here in Abu Dhabi Finance Week. I have to say it's quite hot, being outside constantly. But it's been great to get more exposure, speak to potential investors, potential customers, and really just get a feel for what the market's doing in Abu Dhabi and speaking to everyone around events. So it's been great.
That's wonderful to hear. How about you, Hatem? How's your experience going so far?
It's amazing. I had opportunities for developing lots of connections and stimulated a lot of interest from people. And also there is lots of partnership opportunities that I have been receiving. So I think it's been an amazing event.
Amazing. Well, ladies and gentlemen, please give another round of applause for 2 startups that without any preparation are coming quickly on stage to introduce themselves.
Thank you very much.
Appreciated. Thanks, Sam.
Thank you.
Thanks, Hatem.